Today we delve into the most incredible corners of the planet. Landscapes where the Earth seems to break its own rules and geology becomes a living work of art. Prepare to discover seemingly impossible formations, created not by ancient civilizations, but by the relentless force of time, wind, and nature itself. If you're drawn to places that defy logic and inspire awe, like, subscribe, and tell us what country you're watching from. Tunga, Norway. From Zhangjiajie, we travel mentally to Northern Europe, where nature expresses itself differently but with equal power. Tunga in Norway is a rock formation that juts horizontally out over a glacial lake about 1,100 meters above sea level. Its shape resembles a tongue extending into the void, creating a feeling of absolute vastness. Reaching it involves a demanding but well-marked and regulated hike that crosses mountains, lakes, and meadows. Each step strengthens the connection with the environment. The silence is profound. The air is clean. Upon reaching the end, the view opens up spectacularly. Water, sky, and rock merge into a single plane. There are no visual barriers, only space. Tunga doesn't invite haste. It invites you to stop, breathe, and feel the place. It's an example of how the entire experience, the journey, and not just the destination, defines authentic exploration. With that feeling of intense calm, we move on to a completely different landscape on another continent. Basalt columns, Iceland. From the desert, we arrive in Iceland, an island where natural energy manifests itself powerfully. On the country's beaches and waterfalls, basalt columns form geometric walls that appear almost artificial. However, their origin is entirely natural. When ancient lava flows slowly cooled, the rock contracted and fractured into nearly perfect hexagonal shapes. Some columns reach over 10 meters in height. Walking alongside them is like traversing a stone cathedral. The sound of water and wind accompanies every step. The dark texture contrasts with the sea foam or the shimmering waterfalls. Everything is in balance. These formations remind us that exploration is also learning. Understanding how the Earth works adds depth to the experience. And as the waves rhythmically crash against the shore, a new curiosity arises. What other landscapes await discovery beyond the horizon? Zhangjiajie, China. Exploring Zhangjiajie is like stepping into a landscape that seems suspended between earth and sky. In China's Hunan province, thousands of sandstone pillars rise to heights of over 200 meters, forming a stone forest that shifts shape with the light and mist. These columns, sculpted over hundreds of millions of years by wind and rain erosion, offer a visual experience that defies description. Each path invites you to proceed at a leisurely pace. Each viewpoint opens a new perspective. Walking here is not just observing, it's participating in the landscape. The humid air, the silence broken only by the wind, and the clouds drifting among the rocks create a sense of constant discovery. Furthermore, walkways and paths allow you to explore the park safely and respectfully. This place reminds us that exploration isn't always about going far, but about looking attentively. And just when you think you've seen it all, the landscape changes again. With that sense of wonder still present, the journey continues to another corner where the land also seems to defy logic. Monument Valley, United States. Following that impulse, our journey takes us to the southwestern United States, to Monument Valley. Here, enormous red sandstone monoliths rise up to 300 meters above an open plain. The space is vast. The sky seems endless. Each formation has an imposing yet serene presence. Driving or hiking through this valley is a profoundly visual experience. The light transforms the landscape throughout the day. In the morning it is soft, at sunset, intense and warm. Authorized routes allow you to explore the area responsibly, respecting its cultural and natural value. Monument Valley invites you to understand the passage of time. Everything here speaks of patience, of slow transformation. Exploring this place is not just about looking at large rocks. It's about feeling how the landscape influences your perception. And when the sun sets, the sense of continuity compels us to continue exploring other equally breathtaking landscapes. Bungle Range, Australia. The journey now takes us to northwest Australia, to the remote Bungle Range within Purnululu National Park. Here, the land takes on soft, repetitive forms like large stone domes with dark and light bands. These structures, formed hundreds of millions of years ago, are the result of slow and precise natural processes. From the ground, the landscape feels intimate and enveloping. From the air, it reveals its true magnitude. Walking among these formations conveys a sense of natural order. Everything seems to be in its place. For generations, local communities have valued this environment as a space of connection and respect. Today, visitors can explore it via authorized trails that protect both the landscape and the experience. The color changes with the sun. In the morning, it is soft. At sunset, intense. Bungle demonstrates that exploration can also be silent and contemplative. And when the horizon is tinged with warm hues, it's impossible not to want to continue discovering what other forms the Earth has created beyond. Mono Lake, United States. Continuing our journey, we arrive at Mono Lake in California. On the shores of this saline lake, tough columns emerge, resembling architectural structures. These formations were created when minerals dissolved in the water solidified over time. Some reach several meters in height. Walking along the lake is a tranquil experience. The water's reflection doubles the shapes. The surroundings convey a sense of balance. Everything invites contemplation. Access areas are protected and marked, allowing for a respectful visit. Mono Lake demonstrates that exploration doesn't always require great heights or vast expanses. Sometimes, beauty lies in the details, in the shapes that slowly emerge. And with that feeling of calm, we move on to a valley where imagination seems to come alive. Moeraki Boulders, New Zealand. After traversing rugged landscapes and open deserts, the journey takes us to a tranquil coast where perfection appears unexpectedly. On Kohe Beach in eastern New Zealand, the Moeraki boulders rest on the sand as if they had always been there. They are nearly perfect stone spheres, some over 2 meters in diameter, formed slowly beneath the ocean millions of years ago, layer upon layer. Unhurriedly, walking among them is a serene experience. The sound of the sea accompanies every step. The tide rises and falls gently, revealing new perspectives. There is no single viewpoint. Each angle offers a distinct feeling. For Maori culture, these rocks are part of ancient stories that connect the land with the sea. This blend of science and tradition enriches the visit. Here, exploring doesn't mean rushing, but rather stopping and observing, feeling the natural rhythm of the surroundings. When the light of the setting sun touches the surface of the spheres, the landscape takes on a warm and almost surreal hue. It is a reminder that nature also knows how to create pure forms. And with this image of calm and balance, the journey continues toward a completely different landscape. Hvítserkur, Iceland. With that light still fresh in our minds, our journey takes us to the North Atlantic, to the coast of Iceland. There rises Hvítserkur, a rock formation about 15 meters high that emerges from the sea like a shifting figure. From certain angles, it resembles a mythological animal. From others, an abstract sculpture. Its form depends on the tide, on the light, on the moment. Access is carried out responsibly and safely when conditions permit, which adds a component of care and respect for the environment. The ocean surrounds the base. The waves move constantly. The wind shapes the experience. Hvítserkur doesn't impose itself, it accompanies. It's a place to observe how nature transforms the same rock again and again without truly altering it. Permanence and change coexist here. Exploring this corner is accepting that not everything is understood at first glance, that some landscapes reveal themselves slowly. And as the sky changes color and the silhouette darkens, an inevitable reflection arises on the creative force of the planet. Cappadocia, Turkey. From the Americas, we mentally return to Eurasia, to the Turkish region of Cappadocia. Here, the land seems to have been sculpted by imagination. Fairy chimneys rise like natural towers, some reaching 40 meters in height. Their volcanic origin and constant erosion have created a unique landscape. But what truly distinguishes Cappadocia is the interaction between nature and humankind. For centuries, spaces were carved into the rock for living, reflection, and shelter. Today, these places can be visited on a regulated basis. At dawn, hot air balloons slowly ascend, offering a panoramic view of the valley. The movement is gentle. The silence, absolute. Cappadocia demonstrates that exploring also means observing how different eras coexist in the same place. And with that blend of history and geology still present, the journey continues toward a canyon where light plays a leading role. Goblin Valley, United States. From California, we travel to Utah, where Goblin Valley surprises visitors with thousands of irregularly shaped rock formations. Some resemble columns, others abstract silhouettes, all created by erosion over millions of years. The terrain is accessible, the surroundings are open. Walking among these formations is like strolling through an open-air natural museum. The light constantly shifts the perception of the place. Every turn reveals a new scene. Goblin Valley invites you to explore at your leisure. To let your curiosity guide you. It's a perfect example of how nature can be playful and surprising at the same time. And after traversing this almost surreal landscape, the journey continues to a coast where geometric perfection appears unexpectedly. Antelope Canyon, United States. End quote. The journey takes us back to Arizona, where Antelope Canyon unfolds like a natural sculpture. Its undulating walls, shaped by the action of water over time, create a corridor of gentle curves and warm colors. The experience here is intimate. The space is narrow. Light enters in defined beams that change with the time of day. Each step reveals a different form. Visits are conducted with authorized guides, ensuring safety and conservation. Antelope Canyon invites you to explore slowly, to observe how light transforms the rock, to feel how the space adapts to the visitor's movement. It is a reminder that even small places can offer profound experiences. And after emerging from this corridor of light and shadow, curiosity leads us to a landscape where water and stone have created something entirely different. Pamukkale, Turkey. From the Pacific coast, we travel back to the Eastern Mediterranean, where water and stone have worked together for thousands of years. Pamukkale, whose name means cotton castle, cascades like a white waterfall down a hillside. Its travertine terraces, formed by mineral-rich thermal waters, create stepped natural pools that shimmer in the sunlight. The white is intense. Light reflects off every surface. Walking barefoot in the designated areas is an essential part of the experience. The stone feels soft against your skin. The water is warm. Everything invites you to move slowly, to feel the place with your body, not just your eyes. Pamukkale demonstrates that simple processes can give rise to extraordinary landscapes, flowing water, deposited minerals, and the passage of time. Moreover, the view from above allows you to grasp the magnitude of the phenomenon. The terraces seem to multiply toward the horizon. Exploring this place is to understand that beauty isn't always abrupt. Sometimes it's delicate, silent. And as the sun begins to set, golden and pink hues transform the landscape, preparing you for the final leg of your journey.